8 people are dead after a boat capsized in Lake Tahoe on Saturday. The latest on the recovery efforts tops 2 News Nevada Evening Edition at 6:30. Investigators say the body of the last missing person has been found and crews recovered it from the lake. I'm Kristen Remington.
I'm Ryan Kennedy. Thanks for joining us. Officials say 2 people survived. As we've been following, the boat capsized near D.L. Bliss State Park around 3 o'clock Saturday, where the Coast Guard responded to a report of 10 people in the water. The El Dorado County Sheriff's Office says the search and recovery efforts have come to a conclusion.
On Saturday, both the Coast Guard and those at the beach said the weather conditions really came at a moment's notice. Jaden Urban was at Lake Tahoe today and has more.
This is what Lake Tahoe looked like on Saturday after winds and precipitation rapidly increased and came at once, according to the National Weather Service. Beachgoers said that the weather started to pick up in the early afternoon.
When we went to the restaurant, we saw all the boats washing up and the intensity of the waves and the wind. So that's pretty much what we saw.
When it was happening, the wind was just crazy. The waves were huge for a lake. And we saw 5 boats sink, 9 boats washed up on shore. I thought that the sailboat washed up on shore that was leaning to the side was going to fall on the restaurant.
The Coast Guard said that they knew rain and wind were in the forecast, but they didn't expect it like this.
The terminology I've heard for it is a microburst storm that kind of came in. It was an unexpected weather event, and what that brought in was approximately around 30-mile-per-hour winds, which created the conditions for 6 to 8 foot wind chop.
They also said it was about 15 to 20 degrees cooler than expected for this time of year. The Coast Guard says that if you are in the water during something like this, to get to shore immediately.
There might be a tendency or a feeling that you should return to your boat ramp, but what you should do is head to the nearest boat ramp or nearest harbor.
The Coast Guard says that it's important to always wear a life jacket and pack flares, beacons, and VHF radios. With the several people who died from the capsizing of the 27-foot boat, the Coast Guard says accidents like these stick with them.
Just our condolences to the families affected by this incident, as well as the local community in Tahoe. This isn't easy for anybody. Unfortunately, it's a really tragic situation, and we don't take these situations lightly.
Covering the story, Jaden Urban, 2 News Nevada.
Yeah, it certainly is. And this investigation is ongoing. Officials say the victims' identities will be released once all the families have been notified. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more.